Hello and welcome to our quick take for this week, brought to you by the Being Human Project. Over the last few years, there have been suggestions from commentators in online spaces that Gen Z, those aged under 25, are appearing more sex negative, meaning there is a rising distrust towards sex compared to that of previous generations. Some news outlets say this is illustrated in TikTok's cancel porn movement, and even a story from this week where an advert from clothing company Boohoo was banned for being too sexually suggestive. But in other ways, some say this is illustrated in recent studies indicating that my generation are actually having less sex and are more adverse to long-term relationships to that of previous generations. We need to be careful when we group and generalise, particularly based on generation. It is far more complex than that, and the rise of so-called sex negativity will not be every person's experience. But let's take a step back. Our clickbait culture is often too concerned by behaviour, but we aren't as quick to look at the root. What is behaviour, good or bad, saying about the state of someone's heart? There might be a whole host of reasons why some members of my generation are more adverse to long-term relationships. But while I was reading about this, one of the theories that really struck me is people's need to achieve stability. We are in a time of turmoil, marked by the COVID-19 pandemic, ever worsening climate change, and financial instability. Many people feel they need to achieve stability for themselves before bringing another person into the picture. And suddenly, an issue that first appeared to be just about sex is also occupied by rising anxiety, uncertainty, instability, all leading to individualism. And the rise of individualism, a protection of the self and distrust of the other, as a defense mechanism, is an underlying issue throughout society today. From relationships and dating to economics and business, the tendency to fold in and define oneself is ever present. But as Christians, we are immersed in a story that tells of a triune God, one who is not concerned with self, but as Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, our God is the very essence of community found in persons in relationship. And true intimacy, freedom from anxiety, and stability are not found in unhealthy or healthy dating habits, nor marriage, nor financial instability. Whether those things can be good, but they're ultimately found in Jesus. And as a spirit-filled community, the church, we are to model that. So let's join God's ongoing endeavour in restoring relationships, where family and community is neither created nor fractured to suit individual needs, but through our union with Jesus. This week, our lead theology researcher, Rich, has written a brilliant article on hospitality. Be sure to check it out. And I hope it inspires you further to think about how we as the church can be this spirit-filled community that both confronts and connects with what is going on in our culture today.